Hey, everybody, this is Jasmine with Ethereal Pathways. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do another channel collective message to see what comes out for the collective, what you need to know at this time that will assist you on your healing and ascension spiritual awakening journey. I always say take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else, because there may be signs of confirmation that I channel through and or messages that will be for you, some may be for somebody else. And it doesn't matter when, how long ago I post this video. If you were guided or pulled to click on it and watch it, there's probably a message in here for you, because I don't believe in coincidences. And I always have the intention when I record these messages and post them that those who need to see it will see it in divine timing when they need to see it. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to take a moment here to pause for silence and meditate real quick and tap into the messages, what you need to know at this time. I feel like there's a love message that needs to come through as I was pre-shuffling some of my message cards, and then I think there was a Akashic Truth, that message oracle. There was a couple of messages that were kept popping out when I was shuffling. I mean, the same cards. And, I can tell you that I have quite a bit of cards in this deck. Okay. There's quite a bit in there. And the same ones, at least 4 times out of about 7 or 8 times I shuffled, certain cards came out. I want to see if they come out again. So we'll see. That will confirm that that was for this message. So, Spirit, what does, by the way, I've already cleansed the area. I always cleanse before I record and say my prayers. So, I'm just going to say again, Spirit, please speak through me from the highest messages that the collective needs to know at this time, highest vibrational messages. What do they need to know for their highest and greatest good that will assist them on their journey? I'm saying it again, as I usually do. Just guided to say it again. I am hearing Archangel Sandalphon, and that one did pop out on one of the shuffles. Actually, 2 of them. Whenever I split the deck a couple different times after I'd shuffled, it popped out. So I'm going to write that down. And if it comes out again, when I pull those oracle cards or those message cards later, that'll be another sign of confirmation that was meant to come out. So some of you, I don't know if you're doing a lot of prayer, but also musicians. You may love music, okay? And maybe you're a musician. Take it as it resonates, like I always say. But Archangel Sandalphon assists with that, like the music. Spirit, Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? Words of confirmation, what they need to know at this time, messages, and or words of confirmation or signs of confirmation. Seeing what, I'm trying to get clarity on what this is. Before I say it, it looks like it's on a boat, like deep sea. But I'm seeing, like, those yellow fisherman jackets, the real heavy rain jackets, and there's a lot of rain, like driving rain coming from the side. Like maybe somebody's out at sea at store. Maybe you're a fisherman, or like, I don't know, you are on a boat, a lot of the time. Maybe you serve on a boat or you're a fisherman. Maybe you do. Anyway, just take it as it resonates. I'm just seeing like the yellow rain jacket. Then I'm seeing men on a boat, like in the rain, driving rain, like trying to pull down whatever it is. It's some kind of like a line, maybe to tie it down or pull it out of the water. I don't know. So something. I'm seeing a group of men doing that on there in yellow fisherman rain jackets. So it's those jumpsuits. Okay. So it's like, I forget what they call those things, but it's like got the suspenders and it comes up to here. And then there's like a overcoat jacket that you could zip up that goes over. It's got a hood. Okay. So, and I think this is like a one piece on the bottom that's got boots connected to it. I don't know what they call that, but I'll try to write it down. Maybe that'll resonate for somebody. Yellow is just the very prominent color I'm seeing again. So yellow is solar plexus, by the way, as associated with your confidence, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth, and taking action towards things. Okay. Believing in yourself. I'm also getting the color of the sun and happiness. So that's another message for somebody. So write that down too. So like the sun in tarot, that would be like your happiness. Okay. And of course, I'm hearing you are my sunshine. That just is so fitting for what I just heard, with that, you are your happiness. I feel like some of you are coming into your happiness, your happy era. And if you're not there yet, you're going to be coming into it pretty soon. And obviously you're someone's sunshine, but take it as it resonates. I just heard borrowed plates. Okay. Again, sometimes I get the most randomest thing I hear, and it'll mean something for somebody at some point that'll see this message. Again, these are like signs of confirmation too. I just heard rapid movement. Some of you may be, well, I'm getting this with this one. Some of you may be seeing rapid movement coming up in your life, like pretty soon. A lot of things moving, changing, transitions. Who knows? It could be, and I'm seeing 555 in my mind's eye. So the number for change is coming. So again, this is in your future. Some of you may start already be going through this, but I feel like this is going to be some major transition shifts. It could be job changes, career changes, relationship changes, moving. Okay. So just go with the flow, God will show you which doors need to close, and or if you don't do it, a lot of times the divine will step in and close doors for you, like forcefully, and show you where you no longer need to be, and then open up other doors elsewhere where you need to be and where you need to move to. Okay. And that's not just moving houses. That's in general, like anything, like a job or anything. So anything could happen, all bets are off in a way. But again, look at it from not fear, look at it from opportunity, okay? So I know a lot of us, like I used to be included in that, are looking at things from, like, if you lose a job, oh my God, I'm gonna lose a house, I'm gonna lose this, okay? But look at it from an opportunity stance, because you are being pushed into your next level of growth for your soul, for your personal self, okay? And when we stay stuck and stagnant, because of fear and self-doubt, sometimes the divine will come and create a tower moment and close a door, okay, forcefully, because you're not moving forward. You're not moving towards your destined path. You're not moving towards your life purpose in some way and your plan that you set for yourself before you came in this life. Yes, we all do that. We don't remember it, but we do. And the divine will come in and they'll close doors and they'll open up new ones to show you where you need to go if you're just not getting it, okay? And a lot of us are stubborn, we get scared. So they will help guide us. They'll show us through it, but just try to look at it from a higher perspective, that it's opportunities, okay? And I know it's hard. I know, I've been there. But look at it as opportunities for growth and coming into your happiness and your happy era, and look at it from that way as much as you can. I just heard miracles. So some of you may experience miracles with these transitions. Like, there is no way that it could be coincidence is what I'm getting. Like, when a door closes, another one opens up. And as soon as you start taking that step forward to walk out that door that's closing, you won't even know, where am I going? Okay. Boom, another opportunity, a miracle will happen, and somebody will call you up at the right time and say, hey, I got this job offer, or whatever, things like that will just start falling in place. Okay. I feel like for some of you, that's you're going to start seeing that. When you start moving towards that door, you're feeling guided to it, and you start seeing doors closing in relationships, jobs, career, whatever. Okay. You're going to start seeing doors open up miraculously. Okay. Where you need to go. And that's the divine's way of showing you this is the way. I just saw the Mandalorian say that. This is the way. That was their little, thing they say in the Mandalorian. But that's so funny. I get it's the most funniest things. I just heard, make sure you are living in your truth. I'm going to write this down real quick before I say what I'm going to say. Okay, so make sure you are living in your truth. That's living your most authentic self as much as you can, okay? I know we're always in a process of changing and evolving and peeling off those layers of who we thought we were, and we weren't really being authentic. We were making somebody happy, or worried about what so-and-so thinks of us, what our family or whoever's going to think of us. Some of us may be pillars in the community, and we have a lot of people that look up to us, or mentors. You might be mentors, and you're just afraid what people are going to think about you with certain changes or transitions in your life. You just have to be your authentic self, no matter what. No matter who's going to think what or say what, you're being asked to make sure you are living your most authentic truth. Being yourself, what feels right for you, not anybody else, okay? That's the most important thing I'm feeling guided to share right here. Because that's really what we're all doing in the process of spiritual awakening and the ascension journey of, going up. We're doing this self-work. We're letting go of these things that no longer resonate for us as truth. Old belief patterns that we had about ourselves, that we can't do this or we can't do that, or we're never going to amount to anything. We all let go of that stuff. And as we let go of that stuff and start walking forward in our new truth, we're getting closer to our more authentic higher self, our oversoul, okay, which sets up there with the divine, okay? And the more we let go of what isn't us and we step into what is us, the brighter we shine for others to do the same thing. And we spark that and other people. We're all energetically connected. So as within, so without. So if you're doing this, others are going to be sparked to do it naturally. Okay. It's part of the energetic web when it's like a domino effect. And so when you start living in your truth more and more as you're ascending and letting go of those things that no longer resonate as truth for you to be authentic, you're going to start seeing others doing the same. You're going to be a role model, okay? A lot of you are going to be role models out there for others to do changes in their life. But they're also going to be pushed into that too, because energetically, again, we are all connected. So, any other signs of confirmation? Words, numbers, any other signs of confirmation? Amber, I got the name Amber. Rose. Rose may be significant for some people. Maybe yours resonate with the sisterhood of the rose, or your name is Rose. Again, take it as it resonates. Or you love that fragrance, or you have roses in your garden or around your house. I'm seeing the number 87. 67, 44, 333, 11, 11, 111, 12, 12, 11, 22. Maybe seeing these number synchronicities or these other numbers maybe resonate for you for something like a birth year or something. I just heard forest fire, Rachel, Samantha, Lila, Murphy, Stewart. And again, if I post this on my community page, these signs of that I'm writing out, and if your name is one of these names, but maybe I didn't spell it right, I said this before in another previous video, it doesn't have to be the exact spelling. Okay. If that is your name, then take that as a sign of confirmation, because I just spell it however I think it's supposed to be spelled. So this is just the name that's important. I just heard Broadway, Rhodey. I'll spell that the best way I can. Pinnacle. I got Stratford. I've been getting Stratford. Interesting. Somebody that must be watching my videos probably lives in Stratford. Hattiesburg. I just heard love yourself more and you are enough and worthy. Maybe somebody needed to really hear that you're enough and you're worthy, because I can tell you at one point right before I was contemplating my divorce from my now ex-husband, there was a coworker friend of mine that came in one day and had no idea what I was going through. Because I didn't tell a lot of people what I was going through, try to keep it private at work, unless there's a couple trusted friends I was telling. So this person had no idea what I was going through one morning and came right in at the beginning of the morning, came right in, the office area I was at. And there was me and another coworker. We shared a space there. And he spoke. He said, "You are worthy." And I just started crying. He just had no idea. I mean, that was really God. That was the Holy Spirit that spoke through him. I know it was, because he had no idea what I was going through and contemplating in my life. And I felt like just really low. And I needed to hear that at that time. And I feel like there's a lot of you out there that need to hear that you are enough. You are enough and you are worthy of whatever it is that you feel you're not worthy of, whether it be love, like true love, higher love, somebody that really shows up for you in the way that you want you to, have a life of abundance and happiness, whatever it is, have freedom to do whatever you want to do. You are worthy and you are enough. Thank you, Spirit. I mean, yeah, anything else, any other signs of confirmation? Getting the number 24, 72, 65. So the collective need to know at this time, Spirit, any other signs of confirmation before I move to the decks? I'm hearing rest for the days ahead. So, and this goes along with that message that I got earlier on rapid movement coming up, transitions in your life, and a lot of changes coming. So you're being guided to rest as much as you can right now, to save up energy and, for these changes that are coming. Okay. It's like a period of rest and rejuvenation, and that's a form of self-love. Rest as much as you can right now while you can. It's basically what they're saying. Rest while you can. It's kind of like they tell you, when you're pregnant and you're about to give birth any day, they're like, you better sleep while you can, because you won't be sleeping for a while. Yeah, it's like that. That's what I'm getting. I'm seeing a lemon. And again, that's yellow. Maybe some of you like lemons. You're being guided to use more lemon in your diet, like in your water or something, to help detox liver. That's a message for somebody. I just heard, the name of that Robin Williams movie, What Dreams May Come? I don't know if there's messages in there for somebody. Maybe somebody likes that movie, or maybe there's messages that somebody needs to go watch that movie. There's maybe going to be messages in there for somebody. So I'm going to write that down. I haven't even watched that whole movie. I've only watched a portion of it. I just heard Riverside, Stockton. And this is going to be posted on Wednesday, by the way, this recording. Any other signs of confirmation before I move to cards, Spirit? I'm sorry for anybody that's had a loss recently. Well, what I'm seeing is like a lot of people dressed in black, like at a funeral outside, like at a burial site. And so I'm sorry if that resonates for somebody, but that's a sign of confirmation. And then I'm sorry for your loss if that's you. I just heard the name Margaret, David. I got the name David, Ryan. Okay. I'm going to move on to the message cards, the words of confirmation or messages to come through. I've already pre-shuffled this deck. We'll see what comes through in this one first, and then I might move on to the other ones as I'm guided to for extra confirmation. Like I said, I've already shuffled this probably like 8 times before the reading started. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? Extra signs of confirmation or messages out of this deck for the collective at this time? Ooh, goodness gracious. Please and thank you for these messages. This one is sticking. Look at that. Addictions are affecting the situation. So some of this may resonate for some of you. There may be some kind of form of addictions that are affecting a situation that you or a loved one is in, or somebody that maybe you're in separation with right now. And again, addictions can be many different things, not just substances. It can also be like codependency. Okay. Maybe somebody is breaking through that addiction of codependency right now and trying to heal that. I'm really getting that. Okay. So that could be another sign for somebody else. It's a specific, maybe a codependency addiction, but it could be other things too. It could be substances. So again, take it as it resonates, because it may be different things for different people. Thank you, Spirit. So just do you have for the collective at this time? There's extra 2 cards. 2 cards came out, and look, one of them is 222. I called out 22 earlier, so you may be seeing 222 as well. So I'll write that down on my main sheet here. I wrote down 22 or 222. Okay. And so 222 on here says alignment, harmony, and trust in divine timing. Let go of control. Okay. Have patience. Go with the flow. What did I say earlier? I said go with the flow through these changes, right? Have patience. Go with the flow. And there's meaningful partnerships approaching or strengthening. So if you're already in a partnership or, a relationship of some sort, it could be strengthening, or you could have one coming in. I think this came out in the last reading too. There's a lot of that coming out recently with the partnerships coming in. Just be patient. It'll come in divine timing. God's working on that other person. Archangel Uriel, this came out twice when I was shuffling. And when I split the deck earlier before the recording, there was another Archangel that came out too. It was Sandalphon, and I think it was one other one. So Archangel Uriel may be working with you at this time, trying to, illuminate things that are going on, in your life for you, giving you that divine illumination, that wisdom, and that truth and enlightenment. Wake you up to certain patterns and certain people that are taken from you or betraying you or just no longer resonating for you that you need to remove. And prophecy, he also rules prophecy. Okay. So some of you could be prophets or prophetesses. Okay. And you could have the gift of prophecy as well. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What other signs of confirmation do you need at this time? Trying to figure out what I'm hearing here. Spirit, why would I say that? I don't like talking about physical ailments. Let's put it that way, because I don't want, goodness gracious. Okay. I don't want, this platform to flag my video, but I heard metastatic, the C word. Okay. I'm sorry for whoever's going through that, but I just heard that maybe as a sign of confirmation for somebody. And I really, really hope, everything ends up well if that's, you or somebody close to you that's going through that. But again, I came through and I did not want to share it because I don't like thinking about that stuff. But again, it could be a sign of confirmation for somebody that they needed to hear. So 4 came through that fell out right here. 4 of them. Okay. That is Archangel Michael. It's working with you to protect whatever partnership or union this is, but also they're protecting you through these transformations, transitions at this time. He's a leader, life purpose. He rules a life purpose. Some people moving into their life purpose, right? You're going through that transition from maybe a regular career, that typical traditional career, into maybe a spiritual life purpose. It could be, whatever you're guided into, could be completely different than what you've been doing, right? And courage. He gives you courage, spiritual warfare. So there could be dark forces trying to prevent you from moving into your life purpose because of whatever you could be achieving for the collective. And he's fighting on your behalf, and triumph of good over evil. Okay. Archangel Michael is assisting you at this time in the collective. Jackrabbit may be a sign or synchronicity. You can look up the spiritual meaning of a jackrabbit. Swift adaptability. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. Another sign of confirmation of swift changes coming, right? rapid changes. You're going to have to be adaptable, right? To swiftly adaptable to these swift coming changes, rapid changes coming. It says swift adaptability, intuitive leaps, and trusting your inner instincts. That's trusting your intuition, right? Your gut instincts. When they say move, you move. You do whatever you feel. I just got signs of confirmation, goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. Encourages you to balance rapid action with mindful, I guess that's mindful observation. I got to get better at writing these things out. Face your fears also. Face your fears head on. Okay. It's also what it's telling us to do, right? Seeing feathers. Some of you may be seeing feathers as a sign of confirmation from your angels or your passed on loved ones, that they're with you and guiding you and assisting you. A spiritual sign of divine connection, celestial communication, and encouragement from spirit guides, angels, or ancestors. And I said this in the previous video, that I think that came out in the last video or the one before. And I said that you can actually also look up, I learned this recently, you can look up the colors of the feathers that you're seeing, and there'll be additional messages there for you. Receipts, proof, evidence, documentation. I feel like, okay, so what I'm getting with this is the addictions. If somebody's wanting to come back, this may be a sign message for somebody that is in separation from somebody, and you're feeling intuitively that this person may come back, trying to come back, after transitions in their life. A bunch of tower moments are hitting. Look for evidence that they've changed those addictions, that they have healed and are no longer either codependent or whatever. Okay. So look for that evidence. That's the message I'm getting with that. Spirit, any other response, confirmation for the, well, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Blessings are on their way in divine timing. Again, how many times can we hear divine timing in this message, right? I know we don't want to hear it all the time, but it's coming out really heavy in this message. Blessings are coming. Be patient. They're coming in divine timing, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, maybe you're seeing feathers too, and you're like, where are they coming in? When are my ships coming in? And they're like, be patient. Don't you love when you get those messages? And you're like, yep. That's part of the process. Be a patient and trusting in God. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. The devil. I feel like this person, that may come back in this addiction energy. It could be, sensual addictions, let's put it that way as well. But also just look for that evidence that they're no longer in this devil energy. Okay. That's temptation, addiction. Again, the addiction was in there. Emotional entrapment, they could be keeping themselves stuck emotionally, maybe from speaking their truth about their true feelings for you. And they're keeping themselves stuck in lower vibrational energies and stuck to other people that allow certain addictional habits to occur, like in another relationship. And they're being guided to let go of that, maybe forced to let go of that in tower moments. Unhealthy patterns and control issues. So again, they could be controlling their feelings, okay? And they're being guided to let go of that right now. Whoever this is that's resonating for that. I feel like that's somebody else that's maybe connected with you that you're in separation with. We all need help, right? Thank you, Spirit. What other signs, confirmation, or messages do you have for the collective at this time? You said thank you. I just heard split the deck, so okay. Yes, sir. Okay, bald head may resonate for you or someone you're connected with as a sign of synchronicity. All right. And nature spirits, you may feel tied to nature. Like you may really love nature, being in nature, okay? Like at the beach, in the woods, whatever. It may be your happy place, okay? And you may be really have a connection with nature spirits, like elementals and things. The Fae folk, here we go. More messages right behind it. Third-party interference was part of this situation with the separation, I believe. There's been third-party interference. And that could be people, places, things, jobs, whatever. Overworking is a thing. Okay. Family, maybe letting family come in between a relationship and the priority of the relationship, whatever it is, okay? Or it could be other members of the opposite, you know what I mean? Like other females, if you're, feminine and you're watching for a male, masculine, okay? So again, take it as it resonates, but it could be anything. It can even be mindsets, okay? A third party in a way, it's an energy. So it can even be whatever's holding them back from moving forward with you in a healthy way. That could be a third party, okay? Could be lack mindset. It could be people, jobs, working too much, not giving enough to the relationship, not making it a priority, okay? Again, take it as it resonates. I always say, oh my gosh, right after that, I pulled that one. Solar plexus chakra. What did I say in the beginning? Yellow. I was seeing a lot of yellow. That's solar plexus. So I feel like this person is being guided that you may be in separation with right now. And I feel like it's a temporary separation. Maybe they're being guided to work on themselves and this devil energy and get rid of it and heal, and then they'll be guided back, but they need to work on their solar plexus. That's their self-esteem, their personal power, willpower, also digestion, yellow and fire energy is associated with that. That's action, okay? Maybe they're just feeling like they're just not ready to take action because they don't feel good. They don't feel like they're worthy enough, that they can offer enough to this feminine, I feel like is what it is. It's like a masculine energy I'm picking up on. Again, this is energy. It's not gender specific. It could be a female and masculine energy, okay? Whoever's in the masculine energy the majority of time is what I'm referring to. So, holy cow, detach from the outcome. I keep looking down and get more messages. Detach from the outcome from this situation, okay? If you're holding out for this person to come back, detach from the outcome of it, move forward. Focus on yourself. That is the message coming through. Okay. Amethyst, you may be guided to work with amethyst at this time. That was on the other side of the deck. It's good for third eye and crown chakras, mental clarity, tranquility, enhances intuition, and spiritual awareness. Okay. That's all I've got to get right now. Apparently there was messages in the middle of that deck. Oops. Hold on. Okay. If that comes back out, the spirit just let it come back out. I just split the deck. Can we talk? This keeps coming out. Almost every reading the last 4 or 5 days. I spoke it yesterday. It just came out of my mouth when I was trying to read another card, okay? But can we talk? Somebody really, really wants to talk to you, collective. They would come back and they want to talk. Fighting or conflict may have been part of this situation that you're in separation with this person. There might have been a lot of fighting and conflict in their life or in your relationship, okay? And they could have been very guarded. Look at this. Can't make it up. They were guarding their feelings. That's what I said. That's what I said. Thank you, Spirit. I felt like they were guarding their feelings, their true feelings about how they really felt about you, what they really wanted with you, okay? I feel like they're guarding this because they don't want to get hurt. They're not ready. They don't feel like they're ready. They don't feel like they have enough to offer you at this time. They're trying to build up the courage. They're trying to build that solar plexus. They're trying to build their finances, whatever it is that's been holding them back in their mind, that they're being guided to work and heal on that right now. Okay. Oh my gosh. This came out again. So this needed to come out. I just split the deck and looked down and dragonflies because that was at the end when I, put everything back together. I said, if this needs to come back out, it'll come back out. Look, there it is. Dragonflies. You may be seeing dragonflies as a sign from your spirit guides, from the divine, from angels. Transformation, adaptability. Okay, how many times does adaptability come out? At least twice, and changes. Okay, transformation and changes. And self-realization, personal growth, overcoming, embracing new beginnings. That's what dragonflies signify, okay? I just looked down. Behind that card was this. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff. You've seen how many cards are in this deck, right? You're being watched, collective. If you felt like somebody's been observing you from afar, maybe watching your house, maybe talking to your neighbors, maybe they got friends that are neighbors and you don't know. I don't know. I feel like, and if you're not on social media, if you're on social media, they probably are watching you there too, if you have it. But I feel like this person has been watching, keeping their eye on you from afar, just keeping tabs on you. Okay. Just a sign of confirmation there. Yep. They are. Ooh. Let me grab this other side of the deck. OMG. Okay. 99. This came out yesterday. I think it was yesterday's reading or the day before. I think it was like 99 and 100 came out back to back. And I can tell you, I could shuffle these cards till I'm blue in the face. And they came out back to back. That's crazy. But 99, you may be seeing that number synchronicity as well. I can write that down on my main paper as another sign. 99. Okay. So that means step into your higher purpose. So again, feel like I did say that earlier, that I feel like a lot of you are being guided into, and this masculine is too. I feel like this masculine's higher purpose could be, with a feminine. Okay. Maybe watching this video. Again, taking it how it resonates for you with your intuition. Always use your intuition with these messages. Don't try to make it fit. Okay. You'll know if it sounds right because you'll already be feeling this. Okay. Completion of a major life cycle and the beginning of a new spiritual journey. Release the past. Okay. You may be, I just heard release the past version of this person. I just heard that. Somebody need to hear that. Release the past version of this person that you knew. And this came out twice, by the way, as I was separating and shuffling. So I'm going to pull it out. Silver white hair may be significant for some of you. Okay. Some of you. Again, take it if it resonates. Okay. Spirit. That's a lot of cards already. Whew. Do we need more? I'm going to shuffle again. Shuffling. Shuffling. I did see the Cardinals card, just so y'all know. If it comes out again, that'll be a sign of synchronicity. But I did see We Are Guiding You, the one double card I have in this deck that was an accident, but not accident. It's an accident on my part, but Spirit knew what they were doing. The Cardinal card. So if it comes out again, there'll be extra sign of confirmation. But again, I was like, you're being watched and observed. All right. Anything else Spirit needs to come out of this deck? Signs of confirmation. Okay. This was the other one that I was, Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel was the other one. And I told myself that was the other one. I said, if this comes out again, then it'll be another sign of confirmation. That was the other Archangel I was telling you that I saw about 3 times when I was shuffling the cards, about 8 times when I was separating the deck. Beauty and wisdom, art, creativity, and divine truth. Okay. A protector masculine is coming in. Sign of confirmation of this message I'm hearing. Okay. Take it if it resonates. Again, some of you may not want that, but that's just a sign of confirmation for those of you who want that, okay? Archangel Jophiel. Okay, I'm going to put that over here by the other archangels. So that's 3 archangels in this reading. Anything else, Spirit, out of this deck, or do you want me to move on to another deck? Down, look at this. What did I say? The one double card. I said, if this comes back out, the Cardinals card, because it's the Cardinals card, then it's a sign of confirmation. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. 2 more came out with it. Cardinals, you may be seeing cardinals or hearing their song. Departed loved ones or angelic presence, hope in new beginnings, embrace confidence and healthy boundaries. We are guiding you. You're being guided. Other sign confirmations. Juggling options. Options were an issue. And I think that's with that person you're in separation with. If you resonate with that message, there was options. And again, that could be people, places, and things. It doesn't have to be, other members of the opposite sex or whatever, but it could for some of you. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like this person was putting other options ahead of this relationship. Unhealthily, I heard. Empress, how many times is this going to come out? We are in our Empress energy, collective. We are in that creation mode, high fertility. So if you're female, watch out. Could be getting pregnant, so be careful if you don't want that to happen. But the collective is in the Empress energy, the collective watching this. And that, again, this is an energy. It doesn't have to be a gender. This is you're creating something for yourself, okay? A new life. Maybe you're creating a new business. Maybe you're creating new creative projects. Artistic. You're artistic and you're creating projects, works of art. Musician, whatever, okay? That's Empress energy when you're creating songs or things, okay? Whatever it is. I don't care if you could be a man and then be Empress energy because you're a creation, and you're also highly magnetic when you're in Empress energy to attract abundance and things to you. Okay. You're sitting back in your receptive mode. So take that as the resonates. Another sign of confirmation. Okay. I am feeling guided to go to another deck now. All right. Which one do we want? Did I just start singing Here Comes the Bride? I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay. Somebody might be getting married to this masculine protector coming in. Just saying. Take it resonates. I'm going to shuffle a few times. 3 times. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective out of this deck? One almost came out. Maybe seeing butterflies. This is a sign of confirmation. Butterflies and dragonflies. Resolution. These are so dark. I need to get butterfly here. Resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. That could be part of those rapid changes coming in your life, the shifts. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way that we hope or want, right? Like losing a job is not what we hope. Getting a divorce or people cheating on us and we find out about it isn't what we would like, right? But it's needed, okay? Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way that we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh, that's that new beginnings, always brings relief. Thank you, Spirit. Oof, I got goosebumps. There's signs of confirmation out of this deck. There's a collective need at this time. In words and messages. Okay. 2 came out here at the end. I was guided to grab these 2 right at the end. Abundance. Some of you may have looked like this as a little boy I just got with this kind of hair. Blue may be significant. That's also, was that third eye, throat chakra? Can't tell what shade of blue that is. It's kind of hard to tell in the lighting here. That and that gold in the background. So pretty. It looks like what is he doing? Is that a flute? Is that a flute? I can't tell what that is. But if that's a flute, that would be the Archangel Sandalphon. Ask the musicians. Abundance. You're being asked to open to abundance. That's the Empress energy in that attractive magnetic mode, okay? To believe that what did I say? Thank you, Spirit. What did I say? I said, you are enough and worthy. I said that. Oh, I just got goosebumps. This is confirming that message to you, okay? Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. To believe that you are deserving of it and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. You have to believe it. That's that faith. Walking by faith and not by sight, okay? Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Sign of confirmation. Here's another card. Look at this. That sun energy. He's looking at this long path. He's like, woof. I feel like, but learning to forgive, it says. Is that a bow and arrow in his hand? Oh no, that's part of the mountains. Friction and hurt are inevitable in life. Learning to forgive is not a weakness, but a strength. When you forgive others, you let go of the burdens in your heart, freeing your mind and creating the possibility of relationship repair. Some of you may be guided to forgive somebody, and maybe this person trying to come back in, okay? Learn to let that go, because didn't I hear that let go of the old version of this person that hurt you? Because this person is being guided to transform and is in the process of transforming at this moment, okay? And they're wanting to come back in and make peace and that probably ask for your forgiveness, no matter if you move on or with them or not. They're asking you to forgive, okay? Whoever it is, it could be somebody else. Again, just take it out. It resonates. You're being asked to forgive. And I think that came out a couple days ago. Very heavy in my message that you're being guided to forgive. That's when that Archangel Chamuel came out. I think it was last week. That really heavy. You're guided to forgive and let go of these past hurts because it's holding you back. Ooh, that just flew right out. And look, there's two. You may be seeing twos. Two cards came out again. Oh, the horse. Look, horses may be significant. Look, a lot of that blue there in that gold. Solar plexus. Innovation. Constant innovation means not being satisfied with the status quo and being willing to try new methods and ideas. Whether at work or in life, innovation can bring new opportunities and surprises. It can make you stand out from the competition or make your life more convenient and interesting. So some of you are being guided to look at whatever your business is, look at it in new ways and try to innovate it. In some way, make yourself stand out. Whatever your natural gifts are, focus on those, because everybody has something to offer. Whether you believe it or not, you need to start believing yourself if you don't, because that's something I had to work through. You have your own, number one, everybody has their own energetic signature. That's different than everybody else. Your energy alone can transform, can help others. But also, you have talents that are unique to you. So your perspective, your whatever talents you have to assist people, they're going to be different and they're going to be unique for you. There's not going to be somebody exactly like you, okay? So you need to believe in yourself and your abilities, but also innovate with that. The differences that you offer can make you stand out. Acknowledge. I think this is the first time I've seen this card come out in this deck. Masculine energy. I just noticed that. A lot of masculines. That's two boys looking almost the same. You may resonate as having dark brown or black hair and loving music or being a musician. Loving to ride horses, maybe. And there's mountains. Maybe you like the mountains too. This is acknowledge. Learn to bless others and recognize your own efforts and accomplishments as well. This will give you a positive mindset and attract more goodness. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Okay, we're going to come out or not? I was like sitting there like, I might come out. Okay, if it needs to come out, it'll come out. Anything else, Spirit, out of this deck? It almost came out. Connections. Another masculine. Look at this. And there are feminines in this deck, by the way. I will tell you that. Look at this, and it's all dark hair. Masculines with dark hair. And more butterflies. Look at that. What is this masculine doing? Is that? Let's see what he's doing. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of interesting staff or something. I don't know what that is. Connections. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Again, this is that life purpose I was picking up on. Do what makes you happy. Again, I've been saying this. Your life purpose is whatever brings you joy and makes you excited, okay, and passionate. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest. If it's piqued by something, following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. I feel like a lot of you have been asking, what is my life purpose? Why am I here? Again, follow your highest joy and excitement, whatever it is, whether it be music, whether it be helping others, guiding them, mentoring them, counseling, whatever it is, animals even, like, I mean, whatever it is, or kids. Man, there's a lot of masculine energy here. There's something with this. Maybe a lot of you were watching this video or resonating with this video are masculines. Maybe you're cross watchers and you're masculines. But again, take it if it resonates. I've ever never pulled out this many masculine cards out of this deck. So that's a sign right there. Okay. What else, Spirit? Let me put this back on there. Okie dokie. Animal Spirit Oracle. Okay, that's what this is. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow. Look at that. Flipped right out. Pew. Come back here. Okay. Mystic. Some of you may resonate as being mystics. Even masculines could be mystics, okay? Some of you have that gift of foresight and, picking up on things before they happen. The prophecy. Oh my God, the prophecy. That archangel with prophecy. Some of you have the gift of foresight that literally just came out. I wasn't even really putting that together until now. It just dawned on me. So yeah, another sign of confirmation. Maybe polar bears maybe bear spirits are assisting you. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest. Didn't I say rest? That's another message that I channeled through. Rest at this time. You're going to need it. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Some of you are natural shamans. You have ancestors that were shamans. Okay, and I'm getting like Native American as well. That almost just fell entirely on the floor. The whole deck. Wow. Maybe that's a sign of confirmation. I feel like some of you may have Native American ancestors or other shamans in your background. I'm going to shuffle this again. Again, feel that energy. Thank you, Spirit. All right, a longer message I'm used to. I was wanting to do a little bit longer message because I feel like my messages lately have been a little short. And okay, it just fell right out, rolled right out. Protection. Some of you may resonate as being ocean lovers. Maybe you like sea turtles. I love sea turtles. Beautiful picture. Protection. You're being protected. That's our Archangel Michael. Okay, is protecting you, looking out for you right now. Sea turtle, you are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Be in harmony with the rhythm. That go with the flow. Okay, no, don't try to control. And your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe angel number. And I might get some spirit messages. I guess I'm going to pull a lot of cards in this one. This is just a smaller deck of angel numbers and additional messages on here that I just got recently. I think I just got this last weekend. It came in besides a confirmation. I just caught that when it was falling down. Harmony. Number 121. It's a mirror number in a way. Embrace harmony in your life. Seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. I feel like that goes along with the rest that we were getting. That brings in harmony when you rest, okay? You're definitely being guided to rest right now as much as you can because there's going to be some swift changes coming in soon. Whew, I'm feeling it. Anything else, Spirit? Any other numbers out of this that you want the collective to see at this time? No? Okay. Spirit Oracle, okay. This is the last one. I'm feeling like guided to pull a lot of cards today for some reason. All right, Spirit. Let me separate. Signs of confirmation do you have for the collective out of this deck? Any other messages that the collective needs to know out of this deck? Woo. Okay, there's two. Again, a number two. Two more cards. Okay. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception, and that's on them, okay? No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth. And there again, it's that worthiness thing, or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. So I was getting this earlier in the message that some people may be like scared of what others are going to think. Maybe you're a pillar in the community or you're a mentor and you're worried if you make these changes and you become more spiritual or something and embrace your spiritual abilities, that may be new to you. And you'd be like, especially if you're masculine and you're in that old school traditional energy, right? Where that's woo-woo stuff, and you're being guided to embrace your abilities because you're being guided to move into your life purpose to assist others with your abilities, okay? Whether it's mentorship, whatever it is, okay? I just feel like, you're being guided to let that go, what people think. Stand in your truth and your authenticity. Find ways to fill your cup. Self-love, rest. That's that rest, okay? because how are you going to give to others if you're not getting enough rest? Find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Follow your heart and always trust your intuition. Go deep within. Find your triggers and address them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. Some of you may be guided to do this because you may have been putting it off, right? But because, especially if you're a masculine, you're resonating it maybe as a cross watcher and you're trying to come in for this divine union and you just not feeling good enough because, nothing's working out. You may be coming across many obstacles when you're trying to build your finances back up to come into this union, to be able to offer something to this feminine. But also, it's important to look at that inner work, okay, too, because you're being guided to do that, I feel like. Okay, feel like this is it. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please like, comment, subscribe. You can even hit the share button and copy link, and you don't have to share it. It'll hit the algorithm and it'll help to show this message to other people, my channel to other people, so they can get these messages that they need to get to assist them on their journey. Thank you so much again for all your love and support that you've provided. I hope this helped you in some way, and I leave you in love and light. Take care.